Today, from San Diego, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Memphis Egyptians.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Memphis Egyptians and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two.
Jason.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good. 4-A. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Eat. And this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
Dragons 14. Egyptians nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st down and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Number 35.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Down and sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
And the Memphis 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Shrugs him off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
14, Egyptians 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and now it's second down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Back to throw again. And Waller taking it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Draw play. This is Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Hines. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Hines, the ball carrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Egyptians 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Receiving team.
What was that, Russ?
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Burrow from his own end zone. On the slant, this is Chark. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
1st down and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8. At the 40.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
20. Egyptians 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Egyptian 7.
Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 16 yards.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah,
a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The 44-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 11.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air again, Burrow. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run again with Hines. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 1st down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
So that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.